Hello everybody. Today we are going to be seeing and learning which country is bigger than the other. Let's start. First, we have the options New Zealand and Malta. New Zealand is way bigger than Malta as Malta is just a small island below Italy, Sri Lanka or Malta. Even though Sri Lanka is also an island, it is bigger than Malta. The next question is Sri Lanka or the United States. Clearly, it is the United States as it's a humongous country with more than 10 million kilometers squared. Mexico or USA? It's of course USA. The next question is Mexico or Switzerland? It is Mexico as Switzerland is a small landlocked country in Europe. Myanmar or Switzerland? It is Myanmar as Myanmar is a Southeast Asian country. Liechtenstein or Myanmar? It is Myanmar and Liechtenstein is a very small country which doesn't even have its independence yet. Fiji or Liechtenstein? It is Fiji as Liechtenstein is really small. Next one is Fiji or Saint Kitts and Nevis. It is Fiji as Saint Kitts and Nevis is really small at 261 kilometers squared. Djibouti or Saint Kitts and Nevis? It is the Djibouti. The next question is the Central African Republic or Djibouti. I feel that this is the Central African Republic as it's an African country which are much bigger than you expect. Azerbaijan or the Central African Republic. This is the Central African Republic as Azerbaijan is a very small landlocked country. Bahrain or Azerbaijan. This has to be Azerbaijan as Bahrain is a small island Middle East country. Oman or Bahrain. This is Oman as Oman is a big Middle East country whereas Bahrain is a small island Middle East country. Burkina Faso or Oman. I feel this is Oman. Yes, I am correct as Burkina Faso is a small African country. Tunisia or Burkina Faso. This is Burkina Faso because Burkina Faso is located in the Central African area, whereas Tunisia is in Northern Africa. Netherlands or Tunisia? This is Tunisia as Netherlands is very small. Next question, Denmark or Netherlands? This is Denmark but very close as Denmark has very small islands. That too, they also have Greenland but right now not anymore. Slovenia or Denmark? Ooh, it was Denmark. Let's try this again and hopefully we get a better score together. Philippines or Angola? I feel that this is Philippines. And I am correct as Philippines has many small islands scattered around in Asia. Philippines or Guinea-Bissau? This has to be Philippines because Guinea-Bissau is a small island-like shaped country. South Korea or Guinea-Bissau? This has to be Guinea-Bissau. Oh no, we are wrong. Let's try again. Hopefully we do better again this time. First question, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Ethiopia. This is Ethiopia because Bosnia and Herzegovina is a small landlocked country in Europe. Romania or Ethiopia? This is the correct answer as Ethiopia is more than 10 times bigger than Romania. Yemen or Romania? Oh no, the correct answer was Yemen. Let's try again. And hopefully we get a better score this time. Let's go. First question, Finland or Jamaica? This has to be Finland. And yes, we are correct. The next question, Finland or Singapore? This is Finland, as Singapore is really small. Let us try again. Hopefully we get a better score this time. Okay, the first one, Tanzania or the Philippines? I think that this is Tanzania. Yes, we are correct. This is because Philippines are small islands scattered around, whereas Tanzania is a big African country. Next question, Tanzania or Laos? Again, this has to be Tanzania, as Laos is a very small southeastern country. United Arab Emirates or the Laos? This is Laos, as UAE is really small compared to Laos. And we are correct. United Arab Emirates or Greece? I think that this is Greece. And yes, we are correct. Next question, Estonia or Greece? This is Greece, as Estonia is a small Balkan country in Europe. Iraq or Estonia? This is Iraq, as Iraq is a Middle Eastern country located near Africa. Did you know? Fun fact, countries which are near the equator zone are much bigger than the countries located to the north or south pole. This is because of the size density. For example, East Timor is an island located near the south pole, whereas Iraq is located near Africa. So this means that Iraq is bigger than East Timor. This is a common strategy used to find out which country is bigger than the other. East Timor or Sudan, South Sudan. This is South Sudan, as South Sudan is an African country and is ginormous. Egypt or South Sudan? This has to be Egypt. Even though they're both close to each other, South Sudan is relatively smaller than Egypt. Panama or Egypt? Even though they both are near the equatorial line, Egypt is much bigger, as Panama is a small strip of a country. Okay, we're on the 10th question now. Ukraine or Panama? Even though Ukraine is near the North Pole, Ukraine is much bigger, as it's the biggest country in Europe after Russia. Ukraine or Austria? As I said, since both of them are in Europe, Ukraine is bigger than Austria, as it's the second biggest country in the world, in Europe after Russia. Pakistan or Austria? This has to be Pakistan, as it's much bigger and closer to Africa. Benin or Pakistan? Even though Benin is in Africa, it's very small compared to Pakistan. Yes, it is 8 times bigger. Moldova or Benin? This is somewhat hard because both of them are the same size, similar size. But still, Benin is 3 times bigger than Moldova. Moldova or Ireland? This has to be Ireland. And yes, we are correct. The next question, Kuwait or Ireland? Let's think about this. Kuwait is near Africa, whereas Ireland is not. But Ireland is very big in Europe and Kuwait is not. So I think that this should be Ireland. And yes, we are correct. 5 times bigger. Papua New Guinea or Kuwait? Even though Kuwait is near Africa, Papua New Guinea is much bigger. Yes, more than 40 times. Grenada or Papua New Guinea? This has to be Papua New Guinea because Grenada is a really small island. Okay, we are approaching the score of 20. Is it Grenada or Liberia? This is an easy one, it's Liberia. And we have reached the score of 20. Let us aim for 30. Israel or Liberia? This is a close one, but I think it's Liberia. And yes, we are correct. The next question is Togo or Israel? This is another close one, but I think that it's Togo. And we are correct, barely though. Next question, Mauritania or Togo? This has to be Mauritania. Yes, more than 1,000,000 square kilometers. Central African Republic or Mauritania? This is close, but I feel it's Mauritania. Yes, 400,000 square kilometers bigger. Saint Kitts and Nevis or Central African Republic. This has to be Central African Republic, as Saint Kitts and Nevis is a really small island. Turkmenistan or Saint Kitts and Nevis. This is Turkmenistan, as Turkmenistan is a Central Asian country which is really big. Belgium or Turkmenistan. Easy one, this is Turkmenistan. Is it Libya or is it Belgium? This is close, but Libya is much bigger, as I think that it is the second biggest country in Africa. Yes, Tajikistan or Libya. Easy one, this is Libya. And yes, we are almost at question 30. Tajikistan or Hungary? This is really close, but I think it's Tajikistan, and yes, but really barely though. And we have reached our score of 30. Let's see if we can aim for 40. Hungary or Nicaragua? This has to be Nicaragua. And yes, but barely by 30,000 square kilometers. Eritrea or Nicaragua? This has to be Nicaragua. And that was so close. 5,000 kilometers squared only. Senegal or Eritrea? This has to be Senegal again. Yes, by 76,000 kilometers squared. Slovakia or Senegal? This is Senegal, I feel. Yes, we are correct. We are at 34th question now. Paraguay or Slovakia? This is easy. It is Paraguay. Paraguay is a somewhat big country in Southern America, but not the biggest, as Brazil is the biggest South American country. Guinea or Paraguay? This is close, but I feel it's Paraguay, and we are correct again. 36th question, is it Jamaica or Guinea? Feel it's Guinea, and we are correct. More than 10,000 square kilometers. Honduras or Jamaica? This is easy, it is Honduras. Japan or Honduras? This is easy, but even though Japan is an island nation, Japan is much bigger as it has more than 30,000 islands. Luxembourg or Japan? This is easy as Luxembourg is a very small European country, and we are correct. And we have reached a score of 40. Let's see if we can reach 50 now. Zimbabwe or Luxembourg? This is Zimbabwe. And this is a very easy question as Luxembourg is really small. Next question, Zimbabwe or Burundi? This is easy, it's Zimbabwe. And the very next question is Trinidad and Tobago or Burundi? This is really hard, but I think that it's Burundi. Oh, and we're correct. Let's go. Next question is Bahamas or Trinidad and Tobago? This has to be the Bahamas. Yes, but barely. China or Bahamas? This is an easy question as China is one of the largest countries in the world and the second most populated country in the world. China, Solomon Islands, again easy one, China. And the next question is Cyprus or Solomon Islands? This is close, but I feel it's Solomon Islands, and yes, barely correct though. Bhutan or Cyprus? Now this is really close, but I think it's Bhutan, and yes, we are correct again. China or Bhutan? Again, China is the biggest country in Asia after Russia. And we are correct. Cape Verde? Again, China, easy. Cape Verde is a really small African country. And we have reached a score of 50. Let's aim for 60 now. El Salvador is much bigger than Cape Verde. Kazakhstan is bigger than El Salvador because Kazakhstan is a really big landlocked country in Asia. Lesotho or Kazakhstan? Lesotho is much smaller than Kazakhstan as Lesotho is a landlocked country which is completely surrounded by one country, which is South Africa. It's completely surrounded by South Africa, which is why South Africa is also bigger than Lesotho. Mauritius or South Africa? It's of course South Africa because Mauritius is a really small island in Africa. North Korea or Mauritius? This is North Korea as North Korea is part of the Koreas which is also really big. Rwanda or North Korea? This is a little tricky, but I think that this is North Korea, and we are correct again. Brunei or Rwanda? I think this is Rwanda, and we are correct again. Romania or Brunei? This has to be Romania as Romania is much bigger as an European country. Eswatini or Romania? This is Romania easily. And we have reached our score of 60. Let's aim for 70. Venezuela or Eswatini? This is really easy as Venezuela is one of the biggest South African countries. Kenya or Venezuela? This is close, but I think it's Venezuela. Yes, and we are correct. Syria or Kenya? I think this is Kenya. Yes, and we're correct again. Fiji or Syria? This is Syria as Fiji is a small Oceania island. Bosnia and Herzegovina or Fiji? This is close, but it's Bosnia and Herzegovina. Antigua and Barbuda or Bosnia and Herzegovina? This is really close, but I think it's Bosnia. And yes, we're correct. Italy or Antigua and Barbuda? This has to be Italy. Yes, and we're correct. Next question. Italy or Portugal? This is easily the most easiest one as Portugal is relatively much smaller than Italy. Yes, 3 times smaller. Finland or Portugal? This is close, but I think it's Finland. And yes, we are correct. 69th question, Finland or Jordan? Finland, easily. And now we have reached our 70 mark. Qatar or Jordan? This is easy as Jordan is much bigger than Qatar. Now let's aim for the score of 80. Qatar or Latvia? This I feel is Qatar, no, but we are wrong. Okay, I hope you all learned a lot from that. If you did, please like and subscribe to the video. Thank you.